Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I'm starting to know my shit. Tone the wall. You ain't getting no first round. I got the second pick in the first round next year.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run. They're running.
Now it's Ryan. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan carrying one deep for Crabtree.
Give it to me. Oh,
and this is going to
bro.
wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, exit.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Taylor going to throw again. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
Taylor he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. This shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They fire this one quickly to Austin. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tavon Austin. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out
Bro,
is Prater to kick.
Already, bro. I made the nigga fumble into motion. I fumbled and everything, bro. And I could have had a pick, bro. No,
the Tampa offense ready to get their drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
31 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Wait. Check 99.
They run. Devontae Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
39.
On second down now, it's Freeman. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Ryan. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there was a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
Wants to know if
And let's face it, everybody wants
Christian
a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time.
Nah, I'm talking
Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just
giving him a second round pick?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
I'm going to give you a second round pick and a 95
When you
overall
start
running
thinking to
back.
yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw again on second down. Taylor, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
He might give you this year's second and next year's third. He trying. First of all, he told me to ask for bucks because he's watching the game. He needs.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Come on, Bobby Wag.
Incomplete there.
Oh, you got Bobby Wagner?
Keep in
Bro,
mind,
you want
they
Christian
had
McCaffrey,
3
bro?
interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break.
What can you give up?
Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football.
Just not making the thing.
And accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember
He said
those
you trying to give up
interception
picks.
games? It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across the entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th.
That ended.
Lost the football. It's
That
left
ended.
Bobby
That
Wag.
was the worst way
by the
that played.
Buccaneers.
Tyrod.
The 30.
Get his ass Tyrod.
It's a
Talk that
tremendous
nigga.
return as they finally get him back
Talk
to
that
the
nigga.
line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so
Nah,
back-to-back
crushed
weeks,
his
maybe you
ass.
expect that
Fuck
from
outta
the
here.
tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But
yes, sir.
downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye.
Right, 58, right there. Tighten up. Gun. Pull it together. Let him go.
They'll look to run with Freeman. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Bro, you like a minute later.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
I'm smart, bro. It was good as fuck. I'm good. I'm just good, bro. If you're going to help me, bro, text me, but don't say it over
7-6. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
But I know which one it is.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
He just tried to run an RPO. Running it again.
They go play action now. Taylor.
Oh, he fucked me up.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
This shit terrible, bro. That's a fucking pick. They cheating. Don't want to get picked.
DK Metcalf.
Bro, they keep letting this nigga catch these fucking balls, bro. Those picks, bro.
And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I hit triangle, bro, and
after
this nigga
the touchdown out is Prater to kick.
That's what I do, bro. I know how to do that, bro.
And a fair catch signaled forward and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
I'm off this right now.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tony Greedy with some shit.
21.
To throw is Ryan. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
And the Buccaneers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, South. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that's complete to Sanders. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That's good recognition on that play. The hold into no gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's like a slide, and it's like 2 slants. And the slide doing a fucking RPO.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Crabtree has it. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
51, Sam! Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd down, Ryan.
Let's go!
This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Michael Crabtree, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
That was a good play, wasn't it?
Surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13.
I think it was only one safety, and when he used a safety, he bring the safety. I don't know if it was a safety or a linebacker, but he bring him up. And I see him.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Yeah, it has been.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have great timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Every time, I do Bobby. I'm using Bobby right now.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. To throw is Taylor. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's pitch right now.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Taylor.
Take it.
Take the ball. But it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Look at that shit, man. 99 for no fucking reason. What do you mean?
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Taylor will throw. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Texans in front. They're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Fuck, bro. I gotta fucking.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A good pickup there, a 22.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive lineman, where they're faking people out.
Wide open.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown,
I ran cover 3.
Marquise Goodwin. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken short. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's go,
They'll go again to McCoy. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, Ryan. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They get that little extra tackiness to them.
And this is caught at the 20. 33 yards that time. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Man open, it's Goodwin. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Ryan. Complete to Jason Witten. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now the second down throw on target. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Ryan. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. After the interception, here's Taylor. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. Marquise Goodwin on the year, and the Texans push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out. And that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 9, Ryan, he finds McCoy. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Bucs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Open man, it's Vernon Davis.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Completes it to Jason Witten. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14. from the shotgun. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
It's just me and you. 58 for Mike.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jason Witten, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
Yo, 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 yo.
From the gun. Ryan. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. On 2nd and 9, Taylor on the screen. This is Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Taylor going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Ryan. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And got his man complete. They'll get 34 yards there. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Coming to you.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
58, boys. 58. 58, Mike.
Hey, express.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack. Ryan, it's caught by Crabtree. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Switch up. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Hey, take that.
They can't hang with us.
Let him go.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Gun. Hey, Tuesday.
58, Mike.
Hey, Echo.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And Tate's got it. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Check 31.
Gun.
58, right over there.
Gun.
Mike, 58.
Go.
3 buzz. 58.
One last shot for Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
A 32-yard attempt.
Oh, this is a complete miss hit. It's no good. Didn't even get it.